Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching The Breakfast Show live on Mile TV International. It's now time for our main topic of discussion for today, and we're going to be talking about entrepreneurship in Egypt and the importance of entrepreneurship and its impact on the Egyptian economy. And to shed more light on this topic, we're most delighted to be joined here in the studio by Mrs. Nevin Nakhla, researcher and doctorate on entrepreneurship and an entrepreneur. A very good morning, Mrs. Nevin, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Good morning to everyone.
Mrs. Nevin, first of all, if you can tell us, what do you think is the importance of entrepreneurship in Egypt?
Of course, entrepreneurship in Egypt, it is one of the most leads of economic growth and social growth. Also, to change the mindset of youth from waiting for the job to creating job. This is very important. The World Bank reports shows that half of the formal jobs are created by entrepreneurs around the world. Also, there is the GEM report of 2018-2019. The new one is not yet out, but the GEM report showed that Egypt is the second in the GEM countries to be focusing on entrepreneurship intentions. And intentions for youth to be entrepreneurs and to create their own jobs. This is very important, and the government is supporting this very much. And His Excellency, our great President, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, is supporting entrepreneurship in Egypt and with all the ministries of Egypt. Also, if we see the GEM report stated that in Egypt, the barrier to this was back in 2018. One of the barriers to hinder the entrepreneurship success in Egypt is the continuity of the projects itself. People would start and they will not continue because of the profitability and because of sometimes the finance, resources of finance and the education of entrepreneurship. And this is what our country is working on right now. A lot of initiatives, a lot of programs to support entrepreneurs in Egypt. As you know, it's #1 job creation, it's lead to economic growth, productivity, empowerment, especially empowerment of women, change of mindset, and prosperity and investment of the capabilities of youth in technology and innovation. This is the name of the game.
Yes. Mrs. Nevin, of course, the unprecedented global emergency of COVID-19 has brought the whole world to a standstill. If you can tell us about the impact of COVID-19 on entrepreneurs and startups in Egypt.
Yes. Okay, let's look on the Magnet report of 2019, which is a community online, the biggest community online for the Middle East. They said that Egypt is the first in the Middle East to spend and invest in entrepreneurs during 2019 with growth of 30% investments in startups. And
huge amount of money.
Yes, huge amount of money, huge amount of support, and huge amount of education and training and incubators and governmental support. And it's part of the Egypt vision for 2030. Especially there is a project in the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, which is called the ROED 2030 project. And this is supporting a lot in startups and entrepreneurs with a lot of incubators, a lot of scholarships for training, master degrees, and a lot of things. If you want to see the effect of COVID-19, let's see which industries are affected. A lot of course, the tourism industry is hardly hit. And also transportation is hit by 30% at least. Also, if we see the coffee shops and the retail and entertainment, they are hit by 80%. Also, of course, the hotel managements and all the
food and beverage.
Food and beverage, you're talking about 80%. Of course, flight and related industries are hit by 90%. So it's a lot of hitting, but still, after COVID-19, the government, especially the Ministry of Planning and Economical Development, are targeting to introduce Egypt as a hub for youth entrepreneurship and technology and innovation, and this is by assuring and strengthening the ecosystem of entrepreneurship and the infrastructure of entrepreneurship in Egypt. And this will lead to attracting a lot of international manufacturing and a lot of international companies to invest in Egypt and to partner with entrepreneurs in Egypt.
Mrs. Nevin, speaking about the Ministry of Planning, it has worked in cooperation with an international university in Cairo to train youth on entrepreneurship. If you can tell us more about this program and its importance.
Yes, this is a very important program. As we said, the GEM report back in 2018 showed that in Egypt, one of the hinders or barriers is the education of entrepreneurship and the social and cultural norm of entrepreneurship. Youth will not wait for a job. No, they will create jobs for others, and this is where economical growth can take part. So the Egyptian government and first let me congratulate Dr. Hala Said, the minister, our lovely minister of planning and economical development. She won the award of the best minister in the Arab world. And this is, of course, of an honor and hard work and a lot of programs and a lot of initiatives. One of them is around three scholarships by the ministry for youth training. The first one that I'm honored to talk about is the Cairo University. They have signed a protocol with the ministry for scholarship for 500 Egyptian youth to be trained for entrepreneurship. And already started 40 students, they travel to Cambridge University in cooperation with Cairo University. Yes. To get the masters in entrepreneurship and to change the mindset. And
it's fully funded by the government.
Yes, and every year we'll have 40 students who will travel with, I don't know how many professors from the Cairo University, but with their professors of the Cairo University to learn more about entrepreneurship, innovation, technology, and the mindset of innovation and how to be entrepreneurs and what it takes to be entrepreneurs.
Mrs. Nevin, also, what about the importance of the online platform of the Ministry of Planning for entrepreneurs?
The Ministry of Planning established an online platform which is a very strong support for entrepreneurs. It will be a showcase for all the projects of entrepreneurs around Egypt. And to encourage youth by the success stories. And like Dr. Hala Said was saying, that when youth see the failure and then the rise up and the success of others and how their knowledge and expertise and capabilities and abilities and passion paid off. Also, this online platform, will be like a financial services showcase for all the financial services available. And as we said that the GEM report back in 2018 said that youth and entrepreneurs, they don't know where to get finance and how to. So this online platform will be like a showcase for everywhere, where to go, where to get their finances and
it's part of the broader picture of the digital transformation that the government is undergoing, and we're turning digital on several fronts.
Exactly, absolutely.
Yes.
And the support for them, where to go, what are the steps to establish formal business. Also, the vision of Egypt 2030, part of it is localizing the local industries and the local manufacturing, and encourage small startups and SMEs to start making their own small manufacturing as part of a big supply chain enhancement to the industry and the manufacturing. If we see the definition of MSMEs, micro, small, medium enterprises, the micro enterprises in terms of employees, number of employees, is 1 to 9 employees in this sector, while the small from 10 employees to 49 employees, while the medium is from 50 employees to 249 employees. So the government and the Vision 2030 is looking forward for entrepreneurs to add to the job creation and to add more employees in their manufacturing and in their startups.
Mrs. Nevin, how do you see the role of the state institutions in creating a mechanism to turn brilliant and promising ideas into reality and entrepreneurship?
Also, part of the initiative and the programs of Ministry of Planning and Economical Development is the incubators. The incubators are very important to help entrepreneurs in their prototype, to help them in the consultancy of marketing, where to market, where to find the right countries to market their products, and to see the opportunities and change these opportunities into products and services with innovation and technology. So this is very important, the change of the mindset itself of youth.
So how easy is it nowadays, Mrs. Nevin, if someone has an idea but it aims to seek assistance on how to make it a reality? To what extent can he find the hints and the support from the government?
A lot of support nowadays, a lot of keeping an eye on entrepreneurs and startups, really very carefully by the government with all its ministries. If youth can go onto the website of the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, they will find the different incubators to help them seek angel investment and coaching and mentoring. And at the same time helping them for prototypes, helping them to see if the market needs their product or not, how to make R&D, how to research and develop their project and their services and their products itself. Also, a lot of NGOs, non-profitable organizations, are helping also entrepreneurs and startups, especially women are very lucky nowadays. We have the USAID also, the program of Women Entrepreneurship Program, SEED, it's called SEED, and they assign mentors. I'm one of the mentors assigned for women entrepreneurs and startups. To help them know if this prototype or this project or this product is what the market needs and where to market, and how to make business canvas models and how to segment the markets, and a lot of support.
Yeah. Mrs. Nevin, since you have spoken to a lot of youth, what are their main concerns, the challenges they're facing?
As we said, the challenges youth are facing is the profitability, and this is proven by reports and by studies, international studies in Egypt, like the GEM report. Profitability, because some of the youth, they search for quick profit. And this will hinder any success, because they have to, like Dr. Hala Said was saying in the last webinar.
It's not a hit and run, it's a more sustainable.
Exactly. And also, if they focus on the sustainable development of community and of environment and the green technology and the innovation, when they see the bigger picture, they are not waiting for the profit the first year or the first few months. And this what makes a lot of startups, but not a lot of people that will continue. It needs a lot of passion, and it needs a lot of, and this is what we were saying about the platform of the online platform. That they will show the success stories. One of the success stories that I would like to shed light on, the Azhar University this year, their team, Enactus team, they won the first prize around the world as an Enactus team around the world.
And can you just give us a brief about Enactus? And
okay, Enactus is a platform for experiential learning. And they support sustainable development in universities with youth to show them and to teach them entrepreneurship. And
they organize an international competition.
Exactly. And our team from the Azhar University won the competition. First prize worldwide.
That's an excellent achievement.
And I encourage every youth to see the success story. If they Google it on YouTube and you see the team,
very aspiring.
They went to the Karun Lake in Fayoum, and it was losing its productivity with a lot of percentage, a big percentage, and they saw that the children in this area, they were not deprived from education because they work as laborers for the shrimps production coming, the shrimps waste, they were, you know, getting the waste out of the shrimps with their own tiny hands. And they went in this lake and they made research and development. And they consumed this waste in a lot of production and manufacturing. One of them is the Shito San, and they cooperated with a big manufacturer in Belgium, and they exported this Shito San coming from the shrimp waste. Also, they empowered a lot of small startups and entrepreneurs in Mozambique as part of the project. They took this part of the waste and the Shitozan and they produced 5,000 masks and donated it for the medical doctors in Egypt. Also got out...
An excellent initiative.
Yeah. They got out filters, water filters. And the best thing I like about this project, they gave every 8 women in this governorate, every 8 women who are going to send their children for education.
As a motivation?
As a motivation. They gave them a small, like a small factory to manufacture from the waste the Shitozan.
It's a multi-dimensional initiative with many achievements.
It's a pride.
Yes, exactly. So what, in your opinion, as an entrepreneur, what do you think would be the lessons learned from such an experience?
I think the lesson learned is when you think about the amount of input you're going to put in the community, when for youth, not to think about the profitability,
just
not
only,
to think about
responsibility, the social responsibility.
Exactly, the social responsibility and to invest. You know, one of our Egyptian assets is youth. The median age in Egypt is 24 years old. And 65% of our population is young people. So this is our asset and this is our investment. And to invest in these youth, to know how to build their own manufacturers, to build their own career, to build their own world, on the long run, this will be very profitable, more than a job. They wait for the salary at the end of the day. So
yes. What about the role of universities, Mrs. Nevin, in order to encourage entrepreneurship and to help students think about their future in a more positive way?
Yeah, if we look onto the ecosystem of entrepreneurship, we see that education, school education and university education is one of the big pillars and the most important pillars. And as we said, the GEM report on entrepreneurship in Egypt showed that a lot of education and mindset and social norm and cultural norm needs to be tackled in Egypt. A lot of universities, the Ministry also of Planning and Economic Development signed a lot of protocols with different universities in Egypt to support the education and the training on entrepreneurship and what it takes, how to be an entrepreneur, where to seek help, where to get the innovation and technology ideas, how to support the ideas. One of the universities, as we said, is Cairo University with Cambridge University. The other universities they signed protocol with is the AUC, the American University in Cairo. And I'm glad to announce that the first class of entrepreneurship learning or studies, the GUC, the German University in Cairo, they graduated 100 students with this course and this program in cooperation with the Ministry of Planning. And it's a plan for 500 more students to learn and to be graduated from this program. The graduates, they took a 1-month scholarship in the GUC, learning about all the aspects and all the things that leads to success.
Also, what about the role of the Ministry of Communication and Information Technology?
They're supporting, of course, the new intelligence, artificial intelligence, the new
digital transformation.
The digital transformation, the online services, a lot of research and development platform for a lot of studies and a lot of support. Also, a lot of incubators and support to entrepreneurs in Egypt.
Yes. Mrs. Nevin, also, how can we make use of the state-of-the-art tools in serving mega projects in the development and development in this area or in different industries?
How can I?
How can we make use of these state-of-the-art technologies or tools?
By the incubators. I see the incubators which will take around 3 months for entrepreneurs to be supported and to be given a hand and to test their prototypes, to test their products and services, to go international. As we said, one of the aims is to localize the local manufacturing and the local industries and to lessen from the importation of products. So this is very important to support the entrepreneurs, and it will pay off because a lot of programs, a lot of support, a lot of initiatives, a lot of incubators, as we said, the NGOs, the non-profitable organizations, a lot of training, like the EFE, Education for Employment in Egypt. Also, they are supporting part of the, as we said, the university programs that are done by the GUC or the Cairo University or the Education for Employment Egypt or the USAID training. Yes. Part of it, they don't graduate the youth and the entrepreneurs except by like a presentation at the end of the program to present, how to present and
communication skills
and how to present their project. And they are not graduated except if they present a real project to help the country, to help sustainable development, supply chain development and support, to do something which is innovative. This is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is all about innovation and technology. So,
As a researcher, Ms. Nevin, I can't let you go without asking you about the importance of research in entrepreneurship.
this is the main pillar of entrepreneurship and the ecosystem of entrepreneurship. And the Ministry of Research, Scientific Research, also they are giving big support to entrepreneurs. You can't drive blind. You cannot, as we saw in the Inactus team of Azhar University, the research and development, if you see the month they took in the lab
Prepare,
and the failure they faced and then the success they faced by a lot of research and development scientifically and on information technology and the market information. This is very important. If the entrepreneur would not know how to research the markets and the market needs, and like in old age, they used to produce a product and they tell you, we produced the perfect product and let's go and sell it. Now it doesn't...
No testing, no nothing.
No testing and no knowing if the market need or not.
Assessment.
Assessment of market need. So this doesn't work anymore.
Yes,
you go the other side, you bridge the gap, what the market needs, and then you start making research and development to produce the product and service, the innovative product and service, not a copycat. That will fulfill and bridge the gap of the market need. So research and development is the main pillar of the success of entrepreneurs. And as we said, the Egypt Vision 2030 is to support entrepreneurs, to job create. No, because we are 100 million right now population. The government and the big companies will not be able to recruit all these youth population, 65% of the population. So we are talking about the job creation by the entrepreneurs, by the innovation and technology, by manufacturing. As we see the industry in Egypt, 53% of the entrepreneurs in Egypt are in the retail and wholesale, while 13% only in manufacturing and 7% in agriculture. So this is to be changed. I mean, a lot of manufacturing is needed, and as we said, localizing the local manufacturing and the supply chain.
We have our fingers crossed, and we hope that Egyptians will be leading in entrepreneurship as they're leading in other fronts. We really appreciate your insight, Mrs. Nevin Nakhla, researcher in doctorate on entrepreneurship. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much. The pleasure is mine.
The pleasure is all ours. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And dear viewers, now we move on to a quick break, and then I'll be back to resume the breakfast show live on Nile TV International.